Top stories this week include Sony updates, how Microsoft managed to screw up, and yes, there may be leaked footage of the Wii 2, or Proejct Cafe, or whatever the hell they're calling it. For the Daily DL, I'm Destin, and this is the weekly wrap-up. Let's get the Sony update out of the way because frankly, I'm sick of talking about it. As you may know, the PlayStation Network is back online after nearly 3 weeks of being down. Thank God. Players will get a ton of free crap for the inconvenience, including a bunch of stuff they already own or don't want. Sweet for the US. Japan, however, will not be having a PSN relaunch as the government has not approved Sony's plan to bring PSN back up for them. Hackers have also continued attacking the company, exploiting the password reset system for the PlayStation Network, which Sony quickly caught. The hackers still managed to steal about $1,000 of virtual currency from one of Sony's other services, though. Well, hackers, good job on the 1,000 virtual dollars. Oh, and on behalf of Sony and PSN users who just want things to go back to normal, I think I speak for everyone when I say off. Not to be outdone by Sony, Microsoft decided to have an incredibly embarrassing mistake of their own. A recent firmware update to all 360s caused some of the older models to stop working properly. The broken consoles couldn't read games. The reason this is the best update ever is because Sony made it more like winning the lottery. Anyone affected by the bug will get a free 250GB slim Xbox 360 to replace the one affected by the problem. Now that's how you phase out an old model. Originally when I read this, I just read the part about them giving away slim consoles for broken 360s. In other news, I have a broken 360 for sale that I ran over with my car. Nintendo wasn't in the news because any of their stuff broke, but because someone may have leaked footage of the Wii 2. Let's take a look at the footage in a little segment named, I'm calling it, Legit. The mere fact that the guy looks like he's ready to pee in his pants while recording this thing has me leaning toward the fact that the video is real. Granted, we don't see much, but the controller looks about as described and the console seems real enough. The only reason it might be fake is because Nintendo hasn't ripped down this episode of the show for showing the That's been happening a lot lately. Speaking of leaked video, shaky cam footage of Soul Calibur 5 has hit the internet. Let's take a look at it and yep, you can't make out a damn thing. Soul Calibur 5 will be shown at E3 in a few weeks, where I'll be sure to get some even crappier footage to share with all of you. Man, I could do a whole episode about leaks this week. It seems that Bungie has a trademark for something called Destiny that someone found all the trademark info for. The name is the same one that an ex-Bungie contractor told Kotaku was being developed as a first-person MMO shooter with sci-fi elements. This supposed trademark describes the game as downloadable from a global computer network. One Bungie employee was even spotted in a Penny Arcade video wearing a shirt with exact logos from the trademark. A second trademark called Be Brave was also found with wording nearly identical to the one for Destiny. Let's see what the stars of Halo have to say about this.
This is it, baby. Hold me.
Yeah, I know Microsoft owns you now, so I don't think you guys have anything to worry about. Well, that's almost everything, so let's try and beat my time from last week and run down all the stuff you may have missed in the Afterburner segment. 3, 2, 1. An image of Final Fantasy Type O was leaked, and I'm probably not supposed to be showing this right now. I guess I should have shown the 20 minutes of leaked footage SAG didn't scan and put an ugly-ass logo on. No More Heroes Paradise will be coming to the PlayStation on August 16th. Out of the 6 people who haven't played the game yet, 4 are expected to buy it. Valve will not be at E3 this year, and no one really cares seeing they probably didn't have Episode 3 done anyway. A Carmageddon website is counting down to something according to reports around the internet. My guess? Carmageddon! Or the worst ad campaign Ford has ever come up with. According to the game's director, Batman Arkham City will take 25 hours to complete and have 40 hours of content. Completely unrealistic. Batman could not growl that long without losing his voice. Last one, Mass Effect 2 fans can now get access to the comic on their PC and 360s that was previously only available on the PS3. Sweet! Now the only people who can't download stuff for Mass Effect 2 are people who own a PS3. And stop. Not bad, not bad. Moving on, let's take a look at our final story about Portal 2, which is apparently offensive to at least one man who has an adopted daughter. A perfect subject for the "didn't see that coming" segment. A piss-poor excuse for a news network interviewed a man who is extremely upset about one line in the game. Let's take a quick listen to what he has to say.
Fatty, adopted fatty, fatty, no parents.
Did you hear that? The character in the popular kids video game is actually taunted for being adopted.
And now let's listen to the complete line from the game.
Apparently being civil isn't motivating you, so let's try her way, alright? Fatty, adopted fatty, fatty, no parents. What?
What exactly is wrong with being adopted?
What's wrong with being adopted? Lack of parents.
For the record, you are adopted and that's terrible.
And also, nothing. But some of my best friends actually are orphans.
Also, look at her, you moron. She's not fat.
I am not a moron!
Wow, I did not see that coming. A news network that doesn't do their research and does a controversial story to gain hits? What a surprise! How could I have predicted that a reputable station like WBTV would put their best reporters on this piss-poor excuse of journalism? Stop. As in, stop reporting the news, douchebags. Well, that's all for the news this week. As always, be sure to check out thedailydl.com to see all of our new contributors, more of which we'll be revealing next week with even more after that on the way. You can also catch up on the news of old or just head over there to tell me that I'm fat and ugly. Until next week, I'm Destin, and that's a wrap.